one spot, you don't have to be there and make royalties.
Okay. Yeah. And I'd like to turn this a little bit back to you. And if you'd be so kind, could you share a little bit about what your connection is to Blackdom and where did your desire to explore its story stem from?
I'll say it stemmed from knowing uh, uh, Black Cowboys. Now, I didn't know them as Black Cowboys at first. I just saw them as my grandfather or my dad or, my uncle. And I didn't understand why they were so different than the city folk because they were just different. They wore cowboy boots. Well, I didn't know what cowboy boots were. So I just said my granddad wore his black boots, for example. Right. So it stemmed from these small elements of rural life. And I wanted to kind of understand rural life because my grandmother was like, yeah, I never want to go back. she she gave up the whole rural thing. And I was like, why? I didn't quite understand. They went from Lott, Texas to Long Beach, to San Pedro. My grandfather was in the military, and that's also part of why I talk about the military, uh, ministers and Freemasons. So my grandfather was in the military, and that's how he got to California. And so my grandfather's story kind of blends into how Blackdom functioned using military men as part and military service as part of building Blackdom. So, but the real story is I was a poor college student, and I didn't have enough money to travel and do all of that great stuff that people do in their PhD, to gather research and that kind of thing. So I had to do something local, and I was at the University of Texas at El Paso. Got introduced to it by Jeffrey Shepard, and who became, after my dissertation chair passed away, he became the chair of my dissertation out of UTEP, and that's really how I went. I started on it, but I didn't like it at first because I kept running into those old narratives,
Mm,
the old Negro spirituals, or the ones that don't talk about the dynamism of the Black folks I know.
mhm.
So, and when I saw that there was a little spark of Blackdom being similar to the Black folks I know, that's really where I was off to the races.
Absolutely.